Good morning. I've been hiking 1.8 miles so far. Got up kind of early this morning and just headed out. Beautiful old bridge. It's been through a few hikers already. Yeah, kind of cross it slowly. I think it's pretty. Let's see. Like I said, 1.8 miles in. Wanted to leave early because I'm staying in a hostel tonight. I think it's called Sophie's Hostel. We'll check out more about that later. One thing is that they serve breakfast every morning with eggs from chickens that they have, and then they provide that free, and then they sell you a dinner if you want it, but it's Mediterranean style. And the people used to work for the embassy, one of the embassies over in the Middle East, and they make food from there and learn how to cook from there. So I'm looking forward to staying with them. A little different experience than I'm used to. So I've got to get to Dickey's Gap, which is 10 miles away, but I got to do it in time for dinner. I don't want to miss dinner there. Talk to you guys down the trail. Just crossed the road a minute ago from the last bridge, but another one of these classic bridges. Looks like we're going uphill next. So you just walk out of the woods over there. You get this grassy bald, I guess is what you'd call it. And you walk back into the woods over there, but beautiful white flowers. And then just an opening for a long time hidden by trees, and you couldn't see this. We're about a mile or so from a nice waterfall, so looking forward to that, and then getting picked up for the hostel later today. Talk to you guys soon. This is Connor Creek Falls. The rocks you cross over the path where I came from. And these are the falls. Hikers having lunch. And the stairs I'll go up. So this whole area of the trail is filled with rhododendron. About 10% of them are in bloom. Absolutely beautiful when you consider it's in the wild. Good morning. There's some more cool flowers. I was corrected yesterday. Star had told me that, Star is a girl I was hiking with, and she told me that those were not rhododendron. Those purple flowers that look like a rhododendron bush are actually mountain laurels. So sounds like rhododendrons are usually white and mountain laurels are the purple ones. Other than that, I think they look the same, but I'm learning and I have no idea what I just showed you other than it was a pretty flower. So today got a late start. It's 9:30, almost 10 o'clock, and we stayed at the hostel last night. Again, it was Sufi's Lodge. James and Suzanne were the host. They were awesome, did a great job. Internet wasn't great. They charged $7.50 for laundry. So those are the two negatives that I found, but phenomenal breakfast with farm-raised eggs. Like they have like 18 chickens and they raise their own chickens and have great breakfast. Also paid the extra $20 for dinner last night, which was chicken and rice, a kind of Mediterranean dish. So those were good. So that was a summary of the lodge. We'll see you down trail. We'll see how far I get today. All right, just finished up lunch at Trimpy Shelter. Just gonna bring you inside because it's kind of a nice one. You lay people this way, and then there's also room on the top. You got your fireplace inside. More people over here. Another top spot here. I think it's an awesome shelter. Except for I've only hiked for 4 or 5 miles to get here, so I can't stay here, but we'll mark this one for you guys to stay at another time. Take care. I love the diversity of Virginia. We're hiking through the forest 1 minute and then through a meadow field. Since I'm hiking through this meadow, give me a chance to answer one of the questions. This comes from Ken Brown. Ken is he grew up with my wife and I believe went to school together, or a few years apart at the same school. But anyway, I get to know him a little bit as our kids were playing sports together. And he also is a maintenance man for the local metro parks. And on the side, he's got this awesome business that he does home repair and kind of a handyman service. And he saves up the money and then goes on these extravagant vacations, cruises or safaris in Africa, or just some crazy stuff. I don't know them all, but the point is that he's really fun to follow on Facebook and see where he's going, and he's fixed a few things, and it's fun to see the money being spent to have creative some fun. But anyway, his question is, how do I clean up? Where do I clean up? Or do I clean up? So the answer to the last one sometimes is no. It'll be a week between showers. I stay at a hostel about once a week or something, and I try to get a shower in those places, obviously. After a week, it's a little too much to bear on myself. So in between, there's the rivers and streams. And as we get warmer, hopefully be able to jump in a lake and things like that. You can also use the dude wipes, is what I have for maintenance and cleaning yourself. Even if you're just going to town or something and you need to clean up a little bit, you can use those. So I hope that answers the question. You can play little games with, it's funny, somebody walks by on a weekend, they're a day hiker, and you can smell them coming like 10 to 30 feet away, and you can smell their shampoo, and they're all freshly cleaned, and they'll stop and ask you a question, and then it hits them, the smell, and they kind of back up a little bit. And if you want to play with them, you just take a step forward towards them and watch them back up some more. But so I hope that answers the question. Sometimes you don't clean up, and after a week you can't stand it, and you end up paying for a hostel, so, and become human again. Thanks, Ken, for following. I hope it answers your question, and some other people may have the same question, so I thought I'd just do it by Facebook or do it by video. Just hiked up this little trail right here. Came up here. Got some signs for feeding the hikers tonight, and hiker ministry, Valley View Baptist Church. And so they are doing some trail magic over here.
Oh, that would make sense. Because I was like, I can't. I grew up in a pretty good at identifying.
And this is just to recruit some people for tonight's pizza and movies, and tomorrow they're doing a big old barbecue. Yeah, it's a bunch of soda in there. And they transport people to stay at the church, as well as feed them and have some fun. So thank you, Valley Baptist Church. So just following up on that trail magic, they made some great offers to have pizza tonight and hamburgers and hot dogs in the morning, or lunch basically provided by the church and a place to stay. But I've hiked 5.5 miles today, and for the last week since Sunday, basically the last 5 days, I've hiked 10 miles a day, and I want to keep up with that. I don't want to cut out at 5 miles and keep getting behind. I want to eventually move up, but 10 miles has been workable for me, and I'm excited to keep going. Last night at the shelter, I had a chance to weigh myself. Haven't seen the scale in a little while since the doctor weighed me at 420, but I'm sorry, 320. I started at 361. The doctor, when I had my knee checked out, put me at 320. And now, after this long week of hiking, I am at 300.9 pounds. So I've lost 60 pounds in this hike, and that was one of the goals, really. It's sure to reach Catan, but get my health back and get control of it again. So just wanted to give you that update as I hike out of this gap. I've been going uphill. Talk to you guys later. This is the trail that came down. And it's always nice when the water crosses right where the path is. So you just climb over those rocks and hurry down the way. I gotta stop and fill up the water bottle, and I'll be back at it. Just another little river. Stream, I guess is what this one would be called. Basically across this path and it's down the Appalachian Trail, follow the white blazes. Froggy. See you later, Froggy. View of Rye Valley. Where I came from. Where I'm headed. So far, it's been a lot of trees on the left and right. So it's nice to have this view, even if it's just for a moment. I'm about 1.5 miles away from a road, and that would be 10 miles for the day. So I think I'm headed for stealth camping there unless something else pops up. See you down there.